Hi everyone, so I am here with Rachel, a fellow student and also someone in Quest 3 with me. And Rachel actually works on a different community partner site than I do. She works at Merrill Middle School. So Rachel, why don't you introduce yourself first and then talk a little bit about Merrill Middle School.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I am an education major here at UW-Oshkosh, and my community partner project was working with middle school students in an ELL classroom at Merrill Middle School. We were paired up with an individual student, and we worked on literacy activities. We read their books with them. We practiced writing, spelling, grammar, those kinds of things.
Okay, and you said you were with one specific student, correct, for most of the time you were there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Yes. Rennick is in 6th grade. He was born in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and when he was in kindergarten, he and his family stayed briefly in a camp in Kenya before coming to the United States.
Okay, that's very interesting. So did you have like a very specific, like one really satisfying experience you could talk about with Lennox, like something that really just like stuck home?
At first I was a little nervous. I didn't know how well we would get along or if we would have a lot in common, but I think it was the 3rd week into the partnership. He actually ran down the hall and gave me this huge hug when I showed up, which was really cute. It was funny because later I talked with his teacher, and she had said that he was very excited to meet us, and he kept getting up and looking down the hall to see if we had arrived yet.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable. What did you take away from that then? Like knowing he was so excited to see you every day?
Yeah, I thought it was really neat that the community partnerships allowed us to really impact one individual person. I think I got a lot more out of it than if we had just kind of rotated and worked with all of the students, because you just form that really special bond with that one student.
Yeah. With Lennox, or I guess in the school altogether, did you have like one specific challenge you could talk about, or something that was hard for you at first?
At first I was nervous about the language barrier because I wasn't sure how much he would understand or if we would actually be able to effectively communicate. Mm-hmm. But as the semester went on, I began to see a lot of growth in his speech, and it was really neat to just watch him progress in his language.
Yeah, and then, so what did that teach you, knowing, like, watching that progression?
Just what a tremendous impact you can have on someone, and the patience required to help them overcome their language barrier and begin to learn their second language.
Yeah, okay. If you could take that all in all, how could you relate that experience you had at Merrill and with Lennox back to Quest 3?
My experience with Rennick was really crucial for me kind of understanding on a personal level what refugees go through, and over the course of our studies, we had watched videos and read personal interviews from refugees, and while I was able to understand what was going on, it wasn't personally affecting me, so I wasn't able to really take it to heart. But after my experience working with Rennick in Merrill Middle School, it just helped sink in everything, and you just kind of understood everything on a personal level, and it was a really emotional and fun experience.
I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's amazing. I'm happy to hear you had as great of an experience as I did. I hope that gave you guys just a little bit more of a perspective about all the different community partners we worked with our Quest 3. And thank you for listening and watching.